And welcome back to Lycan Studios. I had to bring you guys a second upload of the day because we just got some crazy news. That's right, I'm sure you guys have probably already seen it all over the internet because this is absolutely huge, but we're just going to read right off of Watchers on the Wall. It says Game of Thrones spinoff pilot greenlit. First details emerge. So we're just going to read straight into this. I'm so excited. I'm just smiling and stuff. This is awesome. But anyways, HBO has officially greenlit its first pilot of a Game of Thrones spinoff. It's news we have certainly been waiting for, but definitely has made my afternoon. Mine too. Details are scarce, but through a press release via HBO, it looks like it will confirm what we've assumed for a long time. The spinoff will indeed be a prequel. While no title has been announced, HBO has released a few details, most importantly, the setting and the showrunner. Set thousands of years before the event of Thrones, the project chronicles the world's descent from the golden age of heroes into its darkest hour. A logline from the network teased the plot without divulging any specifics. Only one thing is for sure. From the horrifying secrets of Westeros' history to the true origin of the White Walkers, the mysteries of the East to the Starks of legend, it's not the story we think we know. There's so much to unpack here. The Age of Heroes is often referred to as the Westerosi Varia of Pax Romana. In other words, the period of great peace that followed the initial pact between the first men and the children of the forest. It looks like we'll get to dive a whole lot more into the origin of the White Walkers than Season 6 of Game of Thrones did. I wonder if maybe this kind of means that they might not wrap up the White Walkers as much with the regular show, seeing as how now there's going to be a pilot kind of going into, I don't know, hopefully it's two different things. Hopefully I'm kind of just reading into that a little bit too much. I was thinking what if they don't really wrap up the White Walkers, because a lot of people think that they may not, and then possibly they just use this next show to kind of talk about the White Walkers. That would be very interesting, but nonetheless, it says, and then of course there's the possibility to explore the Starks of legend. What legend, you ask? It has to be Bran the Builder. Yeah, I'd very much assume chief among those included would be Bran the Builder, whose name recalls greatness from his building of the wall, as well as Winterfell. He has quite the resume. He is said to have built these with the help of giants, so perhaps we'll get to spend some quality time with one's great-great-grandparents. The possibilities are endless. It says you'll also notice the word descent in the logline, so this begs the question as to whether the series will be told over the 4,000 years that the Age of Heroes reportedly lasted, or will it skew closer to Game of Thrones and tell a smaller scale story spanning 5 to 10 years. Granted, calling Game of Thrones smaller scale is preposterous, but who knows what level of epic storytelling this prequel could bring. Again, the possibilities are truly endless. Then it says, so who is writing all this? Per The Hollywood Reporter, Jane Goldman will be pairing with George R.R. Martin, although Goldman is billed as the writer, the teleplay for the pilot, and she is credited as showrunner. I, for one, am absolutely thrilled at the chance for a woman to share her vision of Westeros and beyond, as it's no secret that the writers and directors of the past several seasons of Game of Thrones have skewed rather male-heavy, and she has a ton of fantasy credits to her name, having co-written screenplays for The Kingsman, The Secret Service, Kingsman, The Golden Circle, X-Men, Days of Future Past, X-Men First Class, Kick-Ass, and one of my personal favorite movies of all time, Stardust. She's even writing the screenplay for the upcoming live-action version of The Little Mermaid. I think it's safe to say that Game of Thrones spinoff, perhaps the first of many to come in the coming years, is in good hands. What stories do you think this prequel will tell? One thing to note is that this is just a pilot order right now, not a series order. Hopefully that will follow soon. You know it's got to. You know they're going to make bank off that first episode. Sound off your enthusiasm in the comments below. Holy shit, I'm excited. This is fantastic. My channel's not going to die after Game of Thrones ends. I still have something to talk about. No, I'm just kidding. I just really want to see these shows. This is just such an amazing world, Westeros. It's absolutely amazing. I'm so excited that George R.R. Martin will continue to work on it. So, he's going to try to keep it on track with his stories and stuff and his world. So it's just absolutely amazing. But since he's working on the show, what does this mean for the book? A lot of people think that they may be done already, but I don't really think so. I kind of honestly have a bad feeling about the books, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, definitely let me know what you guys think about this prequel and stuff like that, and tell me what you guys would like to see. But nonetheless, this has been Lycan Studios. Super excited to be bringing you guys this news, and yeah, we'll see you in that next video. Peace.